A'udhu-billahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today is 20th of November 2019. It's a Wednesday. Inshallah, we'll recite from Surah Al-An'am from verse 93. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن أظلم ممن افترى على الله كذبا أو قال أوحي إلي ولم يوحى إليه شيء ومن قال سأنزل مثل ما أنزل الله ولو ترى إذ الظالمون في غمرات الموت والملائكة باسطوا أيديهم أخرجوا أنفسكم اليوم تجزون عذاب الهون بما كنتم تقولون على الله غير الحق وكنتم عن آياته تستكبرون. Allah here describes some grave sins, and the gravest of sins are those that are concerning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning the sins that pertain to passing wrong information about Allah or worshipping other than Allah. I mean, these are the chapters of shirk, and within the chapters of shirk also there are gradations. So this verse tells us about this kind of grave sins. So Allah says that number one is iftara ala Allahi kadiban, to fabricate lies and attribute it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You pass an information and say that Allah said it, but actually it's your fabrication. Allah has never said it. For example, in Surah Al-A'raf, Wallahu amarana biha. I mean, for example, those who make tawaf in Kaaba, make the tawaf of Baytullah al-Haram, Allah's sacred house in Mecca, naked, and they say that Allah has ordered us to do that. Inna Allah la ya'muru bil fahsha. So this is saying something in the mouth of Allah which was not true, and this was to a large extent the sins of Yahud and Nasara, whoever fabricated the book. They inserted words inside the divine book and said that this is Allah said it in Torah, in Gospel, or in Gospel or in Torah. Allah said these things, but Allah has never said it. So this kind of passing information, human information in the name of Allah, is a grave sin. Another sin is uhiya ilayya wa lam yuha ilayhi shay. To say that Allah has given me information means a revelation from Allah came to me, wahi. Wahi came to me while it was not true. It was not wahi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's again big thing, because these are the powers to influence the society. So if you bring a message and pass it and say that I have gotten it from Allah, the society will give it due respect, because this is the jobs of the prophets. So he is assuming the job of the prophets, that is he is a messenger of some valuable information to the mankind, while he is not. So you see that why these things are really very, very dangerous. And the third thing, وَمَنْ قَالَ سَأُنزِلُ مِثْلَ مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهِ, and those who say that I'm gonna bring to the mankind something similar to what Allah gave to the mankind. You see, so he is establishing a parallel religion, a parallel system to govern the mankind, to make the mankind to the whole system of the society work according to some manifest, according to some manual and guideline. So these are the constitutions. I mean, those who build a constitution that governs, and laws and legislation that governs the system of how this society operates in terms of their individual relationships, in terms of their marriage, in terms of their monetary transactions and these things. All these laws to make the mankind work in various faculties, in economics, in their social sciences, in politics, in all these things. He is actually claiming that I will bring something that similar to what Allah brought, because what Allah brought is for the society to work. The Torah, the Injil, these are manuals for society to work. Quran is also a manual for the society in their marital relationships, in their relationships with others, in their monetary transactions, in the foreign policy. All these things is what Allah has said, in addition to knowledges that no one can bring in terms of the akhirah and the world of the unseen and the analysis of the history and all this stuff. Okay, so this is the highest form of shirk, because you yourself, a human being, a weak human being who is characterized by his ignorance and not being omnipotent and omniscient, he is coming and saying that I will bring a similar system to Allah. So you are elevating your position to the position of one who deserves, the only one who deserves, who is our Creator. So isn't that the greatest manifestation of arrogance from a weak human being? Indeed it is. That's why this category of people will be subject to the most humiliating, because they have made themselves arrogant. Allah will make them the most humiliated on that day, the day of judgment. And that's what Allah describes them, that when their time comes, that's the time of their death, their soul will be snatched. The angels of death will snatch their soul, because they don't want to live this world. So they will try to escape, but they will be snatched, like when there is a piece of rotten, rusted iron clutched to a ball of cotton, and then when you take out this piece of rusted nail with various pointed heads, what will happen? It doesn't want to come. The ball of cotton is attached to it, so you have to snatch it, and with it pieces of cotton will come. So it's a very horrible description that the Prophet has described elsewhere in some ahadith. أخرجوا أنفسكم اليوم تجزون عذاب الهون. Today you are gonna face the humiliated adab. Why? Because of these two things. You have been saying on Allah غير الحق, untruth, and because of your arrogance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us among those who are humble, who know their own positions, know their own ignorance, know their reality, that we are serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and don't exceed their limits and go into areas where they are not fit for it. Rather, Allah makes us among those who hear the revelation and say sami'na wa ata'na. We have submitted and we have followed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.